At Vidor High in Vidor, Texas, some students felt more than comfortable hurling the N-word on social media.
He's gonna pick me a new outfit. Babe, my socks are kind of dirty. I need some new socks.
You see, from the video, it's a collective group of white students inside the school repeatedly using racial slurs. For their part, they have been suspended, but many in the Vidor community are left flabbergasted. You see, Vidor is a small town in Texas with about 10,000 people. It's a town that is also 98% white. However, football players at the school responded like this.
My name is Tate Artis. I'm a student athlete at Vidor High School, and me and my teammates are against any and all forms of racism.
My name is Marcus McCord, student athlete at Vidor High School. Me and my fellow teammates do not support any types of racism or judging people for the color of their skin. That video that was sent out a couple days ago was unacceptable and really embarrassing.
My name is Keenan Abshar. I'm a student/athlete here at Vidor, and I saw the video, and me nor my teammates support anything in that video or any type of racism.
My name is Graham McWhirter. I'm a student athlete at Vidor High School, and me and my teammates are against racism. And if God doesn't judge us by the color of our skin, neither should we.
My name is Caleb Dean. I'm a student/athlete at Vidor High School. I do not support any type of racism or stand for any type of racism. I've seen the video from last week, and I do not agree with anything about the video at all. So take this as from a student athlete/student of Vidor High School that I do not stand for racism.
Athletic Director Jeff Matthews told My San Antonio, "I was ashamed, disgusted, and upset at how many people that video was going to hurt. There is absolutely no way to justify that video." In addition to these students being bigots on video for all to see, the Express News reported that those students who recorded themselves shared the files in a private Instagram group called KKK. The football team's response came about via text message. They brainstormed methods to get their point across that they do not tolerate this behavior and vehemently rejected. By the time Matthews met with the team and other school officials, reports Matt Fay, an idea had taken shape. On the team's social media page, you heard their message. Just days after the racist video surfaced, 14 players posted responses. Matthews said more will come. Other Vidor sports teams will soon follow suit with similar videos condemning racism, Matthews said, as will the Pirates band. The point of us speaking out is to, first of all, show that we're not going to allow this to happen at our school, Matthews said. I truly believe that 99.9% of our kids at Vidor hate that video and want that reputation gone. Vidor has been known for many things, wrote Texas Monthly, among them the activities of the KKK in the 90s, its status as a sundown town in which black people were not allowed in city limits after dark, and an ugly fight in the early 90s over a federal effort to desegregate public housing in the city. In the wake of George Floyd's murder, a rally was called by Maddie Malone, a 23-year-old fourth-generation Vidorian. Over 150 people showed up. Being raised in Vidor, I have a voice here. I can't understand why people would hate others for the color of their skin. I don't understand the police brutality. I don't understand the racism, the prejudice. It stirs up this sadness inside of me. How is our generation going to be any different? And how is our town ever going to change if we don't do something about it? She told Texas Monthly in a phone interview. Perhaps the most impressive thing about the Vidor rally was the demographic mix of attendees. There were a good number of African American marchers, but the crowd was predominantly white. Many were young people in their teens and 20s, like Malone, but there were also middle-aged white women with homemade t-shirts and hats bearing slogans like "I can't breathe," handing out chilled water and snack packs. A white mother bore a sign that said she had been radicalized by Floyd's calls for his mama as he was losing consciousness. After the event, a well-built white man with an American flag and an airborne infantry pin on his baseball cap came up to thank Malone for putting the event together. Unfortunately, Matthews says the videos that were filmed by those students can set Vidor back decades. As heinous as that video is, it happened at Vidor, and we can't deny that, Matthews said. We need to show that we won't tolerate this, and this isn't what we're all about at Vidor. That's what we're trying to do. Thus far, The Vidor ISD superintendent said the students were disciplined and future hearings are set to determine their punishment.